The surface water analysis application can be accessed in a few different ways. You can access it through the main mapping portal here, through this surface water analysis hyperlink. You can also access the same application through the locations map or through the consolidated mapping map. In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to access it through the consolidated map. So you will need to make sure that you're on the locations layer theme and that you have the surface water gauge layer turned on. When you click on one of the surface water points, you'll see that each point has a hyperlink in its pop-up box. If you click that hyperlink, it will activate the surface water analysis application. Once inside that application, you will first be brought to the main hydrograph page, where you can interact with the main hydrograph. You can see the values and date change as you hover over the graph. You can also adjust the date by clicking and dragging to zoom in on the graph. And just watch the values to the left here. They are also adjusted to compensate for any changes that you make on the graph itself. If you turn on this little Show Observation Flags checkbox, it will show you additional data. You can see that there are ice conditions where the orange is. And then you'll also see there's a couple other graphs here at the bottom. Under the Disaggregation tab, if you click on Base Flow Separation, you can see that it provides an analysis of 14 different base flow separation techniques, just listed here. Similarly to the other hydrograph, you can see the values dynamically changing, and you can also zoom. Under the Trend Analysis tab, if you click on Annual Flow Summary, you'll see that it provides you with additional graphs here. And then we can try mean daily discharge. This graph here is also interactive and it will affect the graph to the right. Monthly base flow, same deal. And then there's a cumulative discharge plot here. It shows the flow at a gauge. So if the flow is consistent over time, the graph should show a straight line. If the flow increases, say from development occurring in the watershed upstream of the gauge, then the curve would trend upwards to reflect more water over time. Similarly, if the flows are reduced, then the curve will flatten out. The blue average line simply reflects the first and last points and therefore highlights where the curve deviates from what might be expected. Under the Flow Frequency tab, you can check out the peak flow. You can change the different values here to display different information if you'd like. Under the Settings tab, if you click on Recession Coefficient, you'll be given this information. And then under the Data table, you'll be able to have all the data in this nicely organized table that you can sort the columns if you'd like. And you can also download a CSV of this data or just the date range if you'd like. And lastly, there's an About tab that just gives you some more information about the hydrograph analysis and processes themselves, and as well as lists the current functionality of the application and states references near the bottom.